1. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough, because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Herbert is going to float this over the middle, deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
The kicker on.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Raiders 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Herbert going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing again. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sanders set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start the second half with a run by Geis. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Troy Pride that time gets the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Just like that.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Geis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, guys, let's go. Get me. Let's go. Let's go.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Raiders 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On play action, they'll throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
42's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Herbert. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown.
Can't stand myself.
The try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's the score. Steelers 66
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. To throw again, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the 21-yard line.
This is Geis. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. And a Raider first down.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down, Las Vegas.
Herbert on first down now. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
In the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.